Okay.
Okay, sir.
I will tell you, actually, I have to start YSA model, but it will take lot of time. But I am going to tell in the main part of that one is this protocols and port numbers. So tomorrow we'll discuss about OSA model and any other things. Okay. So we have a space, but we can put it like this, like this, like this. This time. Okay. No problem. Guys, here it is. Protocols and port numbers. What is meant by protocol? It is a set of rules. As a textbooks are a your class teacher is tell set of rules. Of course, there is a set of rules. But what is use of this protocol, guys? I just before I send, I said ping protocol. Ping is not a protocol. Ping is a command, right? I given a ping command. Ping use ICMP protocol. Okay. So what happen when you say ping from A to B? B receive a packet, which is request is echo request is there. It received a packet, but what packet it is? What kind of information or what kind of request or what kind of response is from A to B? So B understand your request from ICMP protocol. It will understand it is ping related one. B replies to A to the ping response. So B will understand what is B is sending to me based on that protocol only. In my terminology, guys, in my own terminology, to whom you are asking and what you are asking, that is depends on the these protocols. Okay. For example, there is a web server. There is a web server. So you want to request a web page from your client PC. Okay, you want to ask a web page from your client PC. Okay, so which protocol you have to use? HTTP protocol. HTTP protocol. So your web server understand what is your request HTTP. So means you are asking about a web page. So it will give HTTP response. Yes, this is the web page. And client also will understand you are giving a web page information. So it is, for example, I send a request to this web server, ICMP request. Means server understand you are doing some ping test. Okay. It give response according to it. You are sending HTTP request, you are asking about a web page. You are sending SMTP request. You're sending a SMTP request to it. From a client, I send a SMT request. SMTP request for mail communication. You're asking, give me my mail. I want to send a mail. You're telling, I want to send a mail. See, your web server is not a mail server. It is a web pages only, not mail communication, right? What it will do, it will drop the packet. Okay. Like this, guys, every protocol indicates a specific type of communication. Okay. So web server, so we are sending HTTP web pages. FTP means file server communication for uploading and downloading your files. SMTP for mail communication, for sending mail. POP3 or IMAP used for receiving mail. Network time protocol, so this is the time I'm getting from network time protocol, using network time protocol. It means, time dot windows.com is a server which we can able to sync our time to our PCs. using NTP protocol. I got this time from my NTP server. I will show you. Right click, adjust date and time. See, I'm getting time from time.windows.com. Based on my time zone, my time is adjust according to it. Okay. LDAP authentication, SSH, TELNET, RDP for remote access purpose. Okay. Again, what is a protocol? Protocols are set of rules to understand what type of communication it is. What is a request from server or what is a reply from client, or sorry, what is the request from client, and what is the response from the server. So that is understand by the protocols. Exactly, say protocols defines what type of communication it is. What type of communication it is. Is it a web related, file upload, download, remote access related, authentication related, mail communication related, or IP address related communication? What type of communication it is? HTTP port number is 80. What is this port numbers again, guys? Port numbers are so many type of port numbers. There is a certain reserved port numbers. The port numbers are representation of a protocol. Like for example, port number 80, it is reserved for HTTP protocol. Port number 2021 reserved for FTP. Port number 22 reserved for a SSH. Some are unreserved port numbers are 8080 is there. You can use it for Tomcat. No guarantee. Tomcat can use another port number also. That is unreserved port numbers. Tomcat is not a protocol. Tomcat is an application. You can use 80 port number or 8080 port number, 8088 port number, 8090 port number, or anything. So there is unreserved port numbers are there. But there is a certain reserved port numbers. So some of the protocols and their port numbers I listed here. Guys, HTTP and HTTPS both are for web communication purpose only. HTTP and HTTPS both are for a web related access purpose only. For example, I send a request, HTTP type of communication from client to server. It is HTTP. I am sending and receiving a web page communication through HTTP protocol. It does not contain encryption, means what are the data you can able to have the data, server has the data, but someone is trying to tap your data, means someone is capture your data, they can able to see what is the data you are sending and receiving. Data is not encrypted. For example, you use HTTPS type of communication. Okay. For example, you are using HTTPS type of communication. Data is encrypted, means what are the data you are sending and receiving, data is encrypted. So no other people can read your data. Even they try to capture your data, so they cannot read your data. Banking websites, social media websites, email kind of stuff use HTTPS. Nowadays, most of the websites are HTTPS type of websites only or SSH. So guys, port number of HTTP is 80, HTTPS 443 because of its over SSL means data is encrypted. So that is important point. What is the difference between HTTP and HTTPS? HTTPS is secure because it is or SSL means data is encrypted. FTP, you want to send, upload a file or download a file from remote server, FTP file server. So we use FTP protocol. SSH protocol is to remote access. Of course, SSH is a secure shell for a um, um, so secure shell means, for example, this is my server. Here I want to configure my server, my remote server. I will show you. May I have a putty here? I have no command prompt. Yes, this is my putty. So 1 second, I will check an IP address of my remote PC, not mine, SAR PC. I will get an IP address. Leave 1 second. Okay. So I mean, both are in the same LAN connection. So I'm accessing SAR PC. Yes, we are getting connected. It is. It is Sizer uh, Linux server. It is. Okay. So I log into his server from my PC. From my PC through this PuTTY application using SSH protocol. Using SSH protocol. Secure shell protocol. So I'm asking him. So I want to do certain thing in his thing. For example, I powered down, or maybe I want to do some settings in it. So I can do it. So I want to do some firewall setting inside. I want to do some firewall setting in their PC. So port number is 80 and TCP type protocol. I'm adding that port number. Firewall hyphen C. Firewall D. Sir, yeah, there is a mistake. Permanent. That is successful. I'm accessing SAR firewall. Some settings I am doing. Reload. See, I have done. So I want to access SAR. Actually, there is a HTML page is there. HTTP type of page it is. So I'm accessing different requests from different applications, different protocols. That is SSH request. I use that application SSH wise. This is web request, so I'm accessing from here. Same IP address, same system, same IP address, different protocols, different type of request. So I am getting this kind of outcome from here. There is an issue in this page. Actually, we should get something differently, but we are getting differently. So somewhere there is a issue in that server. That's why we are not getting exactly what we want. This also we are getting this not as a PHP file. The PHP server is not running. That's maybe because of that one we are getting that issue. You can understand, guys. I access through this. This is remote access. That is web access. Okay, same server. Okay, telnet. Telnet is also like a SSH only. Telnet is also like a SSH to access remote server. But SAR server is SSH protocol only. It is there, not a telnet one. So you have a remote system, you can access, like it is a telnet type of server enabled, then we can access telnet protocol. But telnet is, సార్ అన్ని చేసాను పని చేయట్లేదు, అన్ని ట్రై చేశాను అవ్వలేదు, పిహెచ్పి సర్వర్ రన్ అవట్లే. వన్ సెకండ్, ఆల్రెడీ ఉన్నదని చెప్పేసింది. అందులో ఫాలోయింగ్ కాదు, బ్యాక్ ఎండ్ పిహెచ్పి సర్వర్ ఏదో రన్ అవ్వట్లేదు అట్లేదు వచ్చింది. అదేదో మరి తెలియట్లేదు, చూడాలి. ఓకే, సారీ. So telnet is a also remote access protocol, but not encrypted. So here, whatever I type, it is the data is go to the remote server in the encrypted format. In telnet, it's not encrypted. RDP, remote desktop protocol. So you want to access a remote server or remote Windows machine. So you want to access their desktop, then we use a RDP protocol. Okay. So how to remember all these protocols, guys? Just what is the meaning, what is the use? Okay. So you can understand from it. Also, we'll try to share some protocols related, networking related videos also. So please go through it. Okay. SMTP protocol, mail communication purpose. You want to send a mail, that is SMTP request. If there is a mail server, you want to retrieve your mail, you want to see what mails you got it. That is POP3 or a IMAP protocol. Okay, both protocols are there, either POP3 or IMAP we use it. TFTP protocol, trivial file transfer protocol for remote configuration, uploading configuration files related. DHCP protocol for assigning IP address to the client PCs. Last time I showed how to check the IP address. You got IP address manually or automatically kind of stuff. So generally we are getting IP address from our Wi-Fi router, like it is act like a DHCP server. So your PC is getting an IP address from DHCP server automatically, or you have to configure manually or yourself. Okay. DNS, guys, all communications by IP address on. But you are open different URLs. Okay. For example, I open w3schools.com. Okay. So for example, if I open this one, I don't know the IP address, but I open it is, I click here, it shows on the screen. Okay. Without knowing this remote server IP address, how can I able to communicate? Because there is a DNS server will give us an IP address. Here also, can you see? I don't know the IP address of google.com. There is a DNS server, which is I got an IP address from DHC DNS server. Okay. NTP server, already I told what is NTP server. So my time is set from the remote time.windows.com server. KERBEROS and LDAPs are used for authentication through network geogating authenticating. KERBEROS and LDAP protocols we use it. SNMP protocols used in a monitoring purpose, checking system status. In use infrastructure is there. You want to know what is the function of each and every device, turn on, turn off kind of stuff. You can set a SNMP protocol. You have a remote MySql server, so you want to connect MySql server, remote server 3306. And there is a Oracle database, listener port number is there, remote server connection 1520. Generally, some people will ask what is Tomcat port number. It is 88, no guarantee. We can, port number can be changed. It is not a reserved port number, guys. It is by default, generally protocol they are using. It's not reserved port number. Means you cannot change this port number, but we can put a Tomcat different port. Okay. Again, what is the protocols and port numbers? Protocols defines what type of communication it is. Is it web related communication? Okay. Is it a file transfer related communication, or a remote access type of communication, or mail type of communication, or a IP address related type? okay, or getting an IP address of a particular specific domain or a remote server with a name, or assigning an IP address kind of stuff, or authentication related type of communication, database access related communication, monitoring related communication. What type of communication it is defined by protocols. There is a specific port numbers are reserved for these protocols, and I given a list of generally used protocols. Guys, got it?
Yes, sir.
Compulsory
Yes, sir.
read it, guys. It is useful not only now, maybe later, whenever you are in this IT field. Okay, next time, what are you want to go? So these are a very useful protocols and their port numbers. Okay, anybody having doubts or anything, please tell me. No problem. Okay. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you very much.